Okay, what fun have we got today? So, I've been looking at the Dragonplus boards again. As I posted on the group, I have had some new ones made up, and I built one and noticed that it worked. And not only did it work, but all of the other EPROMs that I've been having problems with also worked. So, I went back to the old board and I was trying to work out the differences between this board and the new board, and there aren't any electrically. I'd swapped out the 6845, I'd swapped out the memory chips, I'd swapped out some of the octal buffers and multiplexers that deal with the video signals. And I'm going to show you what actually happens. So this is a Hitachi chip, and I've been banging on for quite some time saying Hitachi chips are the only ones that work. So I'm going to boot the Dragonplus up. And that is on the Hitachi chip. So you get a little bit of snow where there's disk access, but apart from that, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to keep the video running because I want to prove that I'm not bonkers and that there's no sleight of hand here. So I'm going to take out the Hitachi EPROM, like the funky ZIF socket in there so I can do this, and I'm going to put in, so there goes the Hitachi EPROM, I'm going to put in, oh, where's it gone? An AMD EPROM, which is a 250 nanosecond component. It's programmed with exactly the same image, and it should be equivalent to the Hitachi chip. So let's boot up again. Here it comes. Right, so I don't know, you should be able to see there's snow up the top, but even weirder, the display has all shifted one character to the left. So the previous line has got the first character of the next line on it, which is very odd. So this has been bugging me for ages, and it's actually only been resolved for two reasons, because someone has bought the last of the old boards and queried why they can't change the EPROM, and I have bought the new batch of boards and built one completely from scratch and realised that it's behaving differently to the old one. Because I'd come to the conclusion that it was just one of those things, the boards needed the tight specification of the Hitachi chip. I've actually found out what the problem is, and I will investigate this a bit more and take some scope traces, but it's actually this little chip in here, which is a 74HC04 chip, and it seems that one of the gates is misbehaving at high speed. I'm going to replace that chip. I'm going to have to switch it off because I need two hands to just swap the chip out. But I'm going to replace the chip, and I will start again in a moment. Okay, the new 74HC04 has just gone in. The AMD EPROM is in, and we're ready to boot. And lo and behold, the screen is all in the correct position and there's no snow. I've just put the bad 74HC04 back in again, excuse the bounciness, and I've got an even more horrid screen, but again you can see its characters being shifted back one place and the wrong characters being selected effectively. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wet finger trick on the HC04 and see what happens. Oh, well, it's crashed the computer for one thing, but I don't know if you saw just before that went that the display was correct. So somehow shorting out those gates momentarily fixed the problem.